Thank you so much, Dennis, for having me here. Well, this is me 8 years ago when I used to work for big corporations. This is me today, first thing in the morning, as an entrepreneur. This is true. The only gadget I don't have yet is the Google Glass, okay? I wanted to share my own personal experience by embracing the Quantified Self. Back in September of last year, I went to my endocrinologist. Despite being for 6 months on a diet, I didn't lose many weight, and I started to get really concerned on that. When I went to the doctor office, she said to me, you are overweight. I know it. Thank you for saying it. I'm not going to hate you. Your BMI are absolutely out of balance. And once we ran the blood test, she said to me, what made me really tick? You are quite close to a lobby of a disease called diabetes type 2. When I came back home and I shared this with my family, well, all together commit ourselves to deal with that. Drug helped. I was prescribed to take a drug for 3 months in a very heavy doses. I'm not going to talk about what drug was. I was invited to keep going with my diet, which was not difficult because I got the use within the last 6 months for that. But what was a must coming from the doctor was to exercise in a regular basis. And that was a challenge, to get the motivation to run exercise, not for getting good abs, okay, not for getting muscles, but for having healthy, regular exercise. I was about to turn to 53, and my family went to a guy living in the USA, and I was not aware of that, and a Nike Field band came as a present, one of the presents to me. They said to me, Daddy, we want you to last as much as possible. you have started to entrepreneur, you have to last, okay? And well, now we are on June 2014. I'm enjoying, well, I have not got only a routine in a regular exercise. I have got the vision, I'm enjoying, I'm feeling, and I'm sharing all my activity to try to escape and maintain on distance to that diabetes type 2. And I want to share it with you as well. Well, this is the device. I know most of you are aware of this. You put it in your wrist and you match, you set a goal. My goal is 2,500 Nike Field points every day, which is the average for male on my age. And this device tracks any kind of movement, okay? I enjoy a lot on the go with the device because there is an app at the Apple Store or at Google Play on which I can see in a daily basis how is my level of activity, if I'm reaching or not my goal. I can see the breakdown of activity during the different periods of the day. Late night, just 1%. I promise that sometimes this percentage is higher. And I have push notifications when the device understands that I'm not moving myself, inviting me to get off of the couch and start moving. And I enjoy a lot, and I see my health, because this, in my opinion, as a patient, a way to see my health. I enjoy a lot with this video. Next one, please. with this video, which is my experience with the desktop. I can track, this is a week, 5 out of the 7 days I match the objective. I get the breakdown for type of activity. I bike, I walk, and if I go to a specific day, I can see how I have behaved during that day. And I can share the information through the social web, okay? Well, this is not fun, as the previous speaker said. This is really serious. I remember the conversation we had with a doctor with a Google Hangout saying, well, that kind of devices are not serious. I think that what is serious is that physical effect of physical inactivity in diseases such as diabetes type 2, colon, breast cancer, and cardiovascular disease are causes of 6–10% of deaths. Sorry. Back in March, I attended South by Southwest Austin, and one of the conferences, one of the workshops, had to do with the Nike Fuel Band. It was really interesting because I learned that a study on population of teenagers suffering congenital heart disease was taking place in order to know if the Nike Fuel Band was a good motivational tool for this population that, as you know, don't like to be told what they have to do. And that what was pointed out at that conference is that cardiologists don't know how to prescribe exercise to this kind of population. This is another ongoing now in the phase of recruitment, clinical trial of Nike Fuel Band for people suffering claudicants. I mean, those guys that are suffering pain on the legs and weaknesses because of occlusive arterial disease. So it seems that people is finding evidences, okay? Not the brand, Nike, but governments, or in the previous case, the cardiologist Sport UK. Well, what's next? All we know that rumors started at the beginning of the year regarding what is gonna do Apple. They secretly met with the FDA, 952 Mac immediately released it. It seems that they are hiding a lot of medical stuff. It was said that they were getting some kind of agreement or deal with Nike in order to use their software, because, as you know, they are discontinuing the manufacturer of the device, which was good news. When I was aware that they were abandoning the hardware, I got really angry. And the good news is that, well, this is last Monday, the World Develop Conference that took place in San Francisco at the Apple headquarters. What was the health book has been finally launched as the health kit. The health kit is right now available only for developers, as you know, and it seems that it's going to be launched by the end of this year. And they have understood that there is a big opportunity, because up to now, all the information coming from different trackers are filed on silos. And the idea, the ambition, aspiration of Apple is to get a central hub for health. In my opinion, like a patient, this is great. This is a great value. It's a way to see my health. In my opinion, as a professional of collaborative branding, I know that there are many ways to make the most of this trend. Thank you so much.